Picture this. You wake up, scroll through your feed, and realize your city looks different. Rents are climbing, traffic feels heavier, and the faces at your local cafe are new. You ask around, and the answer's the same. People are moving in. But where are all these movers coming from? And what cities are they actually heading toward? Today we dive deep into the top 10 cities everyone is moving to in America. Not based on hype, but hard data from the U.S. Census Bureau, domestic migration reports, housing market studies, and sleeper trend analyses. These aren't just popular spots on travel blogs, they're the places reshaping America's population map right now. Whether you're looking for a fresh start, chasing better job prospects, or just curious about where life seems more affordable, stay tuned. By the end, you might just find your next home. Let's start with one of the biggest magnets of them all, Houston, Texas. For years, Houston has been quietly absorbing newcomers faster than nearly any other U.S. city, and the numbers keep climbing. Census data show the Houston metro among the top for numeric population growth. Why? Houston's economy is vast, not just oil anymore, but tech, healthcare, logistics, manufacturing. Nearly half of all movers in the region cite jobs or a transfer as their reason. Added to that, housing costs are well below the national average, and Texas doesn't tax your income. Even more, a high share of growth comes from international migration. The region's foreign-born population is now among the largest in the country, which creates strong community ties and family networks that keep new arrivals coming. So for many movers, the pull is straightforward: strong job prospects, lower cost, and a community that already welcomes new faces. And right up the road, another Texas powerhouse is buzzing: Austin. Once known mainly for its live music and college town vibe, Austin has exploded into a tech-driven, lifestyle-rich metropolis. This city blends Silicon Valley-style opportunity with Southern hospitality. Major companies have relocated or expanded here, creating thousands of high-paying jobs. But it's not just the work, it's the lifestyle. Warm climate, outdoor living, no state income tax, and a thriving cultural scene make Austin desirable. While housing costs have risen, when compared to San Francisco or New York, the value is still undeniable. People are moving here to live somewhere vibrant but livable, a place that lets them keep more of what they earn while still feeling part of something big, something modern. From Texas heat, we move west to the desert, Phoenix, Arizona. This city has become one of the fastest-growing major metros, and year after year, it pulls people in. Why Phoenix? Two words: affordability and sunshine. Many folks from California, Seattle, Denver are moving here for cheaper housing, more space, and better weather. The desert climate means more sunny days, fewer storms, and a cost of living still below many coastal alternatives. Add in strong job growth in construction, tech, and finance, and you've got a recipe for rapid growth. Families like it for the space, retirees like it for the weather, and remote workers like it for the low barrier to a comfortable life. But if you head east, you'll find another sun-soaked city that's growing just as fast: Jacksonville, Florida. Often overshadowed by Miami or Orlando, Jacksonville is now one of Florida's fastest-growing metros, and the reasons couldn't be more practical. It boasts one of the lowest costs of living among major Florida cities, a growing logistics and tech scene, and no state income tax. Housing remains surprisingly affordable, with median home prices around 30% below the national median, and with miles of beaches, a downtown undergoing revitalization, and new businesses moving in, it offers a sweet spot of lifestyle and opportunity. Retirees, young families, and remote workers are all finding that Jacksonville hits the ideal balance between affordability and Florida's sunshine appeal. Speaking of sunshine, Miami takes the spotlight next, but for very different reasons. Miami's boom isn't just about affordability, it's about energy, culture, and global appeal. It's one of America's most international cities, where Latin America meets Wall Street. Businesses are moving in, tech startups are emerging, and people are flocking there for both work and lifestyle. International migration plays a huge role. Miami's population growth is strongly tied to arrivals from Latin America, Europe, and elsewhere, which brings talent, culture, and global business. Add to that no state income tax, beach living, nightlife, and a year-round warm climate. And it's easy to see why people call it the gateway city of the future. Housing may cost more than in some other Florida cities, but for many movers, Miami represents more than just affordability. It's an upgrade in lifestyle, a place to mix ambition with paradise. Now, let's move a little north to Charlotte, North Carolina, a city that has quietly become the financial heart of the South. Major banks, corporate headquarters, and tech are making strong inroads. Census data place Charlotte among the top gainers for population growth. Why are people moving there? Because it offers corporate job opportunities, a cost of living that still makes sense, and housing prices significantly lower than many coastal metros. The median home cost is still far less than in places like New York or San Francisco, and the cost of living runs about 10% below the national average. Add a sense of community, expanding neighborhoods, a tree-lined walkable core, and you've got a destination for those who want big city opportunity without the big city stress. Staying in the South, the next major magnet is Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, or as locals call it, DFW. The metro creates one of America's fastest-growing suburban-urban clusters, and the reasons are clear. Corporate giants anchor thousands of jobs, housing remains competitive, and thanks to no state income tax, the take-home pay stretches further. Newcomers from California, Illinois, and New York are arriving in droves to escape high housing prices and high taxes. In DFW, the median home price is roughly $390,000, a bargain compared to Los Angeles or San Francisco, and the suburbs around Plano, Frisco, and Arlington offer family-friendly amenities, good schools, and space to breathe. So for many movers, opportunity, value, and lifestyle in one place. Now let's head to Nashville, Tennessee, the city that hits all the right notes. Once known mostly for its country music scene, Nashville has transformed into a serious economic player. Healthcare, tech, tourism, education, these sectors are powering a job base that's outpacing national averages. Add Tennessee's no-income tax policy and the city's creative, energetic vibe, and you've got a real winner. Compared to many coastal metros, Nashville's cost of living remains moderate, and it offers lifestyle choices that attract young professionals, entrepreneurs, and remote workers. Many are moving here for the blend of growth and lifestyle, somewhere you can build a career, write your own story, and enjoy live music and community after hours. But here's a twist. Not all booming cities are in the Sun Belt or the desert. Head north and you'll find a comeback story. Buffalo, New York. Once a symbol of industrial decline, it's re-emerging as one of the most affordable and livable mid-sized cities in the country. Zillow listed it among America's hottest housing markets for 2025. The median home price is about $200,000 to $230,000, a fraction of what you'd pay in many coastal cities. That affordability is luring local return migrants, remote workers, and newcomers seeking space and community, rather than hustle and overcrowding. The city invests in revitalization, new waterfront development, arts and culture, food scenes, startups. Movers often say they came for the price, but stayed for the community. For many, Buffalo represents a new version of the American dream: stability, space, and a sense of belonging. And rounding out our list is Tampa, Florida, one of the brightest stars in the Sunshine State's growth story. Tampa is a city on the rise, economically and culturally. It draws people for its job market, healthcare, finance, tech, but also for its waterfront lifestyle and family-friendly atmosphere. Florida's no-income tax continues to be a magnet, but Tampa adds a layer of relative affordability compared to Miami. With median home prices around $420,000 and a cost of living still manageable for many relocating families, the city's transformation is visible. Downtown towers, walkable neighborhoods, arts, and new amenities. For movers, Tampa hits the trifecta: strong job growth, sunshine, and space for life. When you zoom out, a clear pattern emerges across all 10 of these cities. People are chasing affordability, opportunity, and quality of life, leaving behind overcrowded metros for places where their money and time stretch further. From Houston's booming job market to Buffalo's rebirth story, every city on this list represents a different version of the same dream: a better life that feels within reach again. The shift says a lot about how America is changing. Remote work, lower taxes, cheaper housing, and a renewed desire for balance are redrawing the map in real time. These aren't just population statistics. They're stories of families starting over, young professionals finding space to grow, and retirees finally living where the weather matches their pace. The cities that manage this growth wisely, building homes, transit, and opportunity, will define the next decade of American living. So there you have it, 10 cities leading the movement: Houston, Austin, Phoenix, Jacksonville, Miami, Charlotte, Dallas, Fort Worth, Nashville, Buffalo, and Tampa. If this deep dive helped you see where the crowd is heading and maybe sparked ideas for your own next chapter, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real, data-driven stories about life across America. Drop a comment below. Which of these cities would you move to, and why? Your story might inspire someone else's next big move.